We're going to argue with people on that one.
No, we're not. No, we're not. We're back at it.
We're not biased. But Monnas with the wind at their back, so they will be kicking right to left, and they need to use this wind. It can be just as dangerous with the wind at your back as it is a bonus as well.
Anthony Falloon kicking it off. Oh, nearly a good take. It was a good kick as well. Under pressure immediately. Oh, Gymnasium. Big pull out there by Burden. Setting it up. Bring it infield as well. Still inside the 22. Oh, a little bit of a fumble here. Now then, the defensive line comes up. Referee says there's no advantage. We're going to go back for the handling error. Scrum. And the first scrum going in the way of Paarl Gim.
Yeah, scrums have been a big feature of this NMI Toyota Noord Suid competition so far. Lots of resets. So let's hope that Mr. Darry's in there can communicate with his front row. We don't need the shenanigans. Let's get in, let's get the ball out. Let's play some ruggers, because that's what we're all here to watch.
Yeah, and it's going to be formidable even in that front row. So here's Whitehead Brunt against Chiangwa, Ernst, Beneke. Probably looking for a good exit here from the scrum. Paarl Gim. Ah, there's immediately, and I mean, your words are not even cold there, Andy. Going for a penalty straight away.
Yeah, I've always stayed away from the front row from a personal playing perspective. I've never really wanted to stick my head in there. But I do wonder why so often across the world props decide to try and be clever and try and do something. He's tried to get on the inside there, he's pulled his arm through, and all Gim have done is just let him fall to the ground. There you go, he's pulled the shirt, he's trying to pull him down, clear as day, penalty. Well played, Mr. Darry's.
Good take there by Dreyer. The referee not happy about something. Just explaining there to the players. The whole front pack, in fact. I think they're going to have a second go at this. Charles Whitehead with the feed. Will he go for Dreyer yet again? Goes for Turner this time. Here's the maul. Immediately sacked by Monument. Burden looking for it. Pops it out. Out he comes there to Van Zyl. Well, he's got about two men. Brings him down. Still quick ball coming out to the right hand side here. Burst through three tackles. That's a great run by Cilliers. Still they come to the right. Oh, and then he drops the ball. Badenhorst. Oh, and maybe they are feeling a little bit disrupted by this Monument. And the Monument boys really giving themselves high five for that.
Oh yeah, Ewan van der Walt giving some, just telling Mr. Badenhorst exactly what he did wrong there. And that first line out wasn't that great either from Gim. They caught it, but they kind of dropped him on his own, which let Monument just sack that. It was a tackle, it wasn't even a maul. They just dragged him down to the deck. So, two early little misdemeanors, and Ivan Bernhardi will enjoy putting into this scrum.
Just watching Ruan Gimnasia. Now, in fact, the scrum penalty yet again going the way of Gim. Now they are doing the celebrations out there.
This wind is definitely picking up, Eugene.
Yeah, that it is. But again, just playing the percentages here. Gim itching their way forward. Whitehead finds Dreyer. Quick ball out this time again. Now it goes into the midfield. It's a big number 8 Potgieter that finds himself back there. The man that was selected the Stadio Player of the Day on day one. Again, they're flooding around. Come and again another penalty. Not rolling away, says the referee. The second whistle. And I think this will just be an explanation as to why the penalty was given. Just to watch your future endeavours about the penalties.
Yeah, it might be the number of penalties as well. A few in quick succession. We've started aggressively, Monnas. They're definitely up for this game, but they've still got to control that excitement and exuberance.
Peter's looking for the line. Is that going to go out? Oh, what a kick. What a kick taking play. Right up to the 5-meter line there of Monument. Oh, what they got to do here is watch out for this maul, because everybody's in there. Here's a throw. Great catch again by Dreyer. There's the maul. Monument have to really compete here at this level. Now it turns around. Oh, that's going to be an easy try. Excellent work around the back. It looks like it is Whitehead that came round. And that was easy as you like, Andy.
Yeah, much better set than their first one. They got the man down, they got the drive on quickly. Whitehead throws in, hits his man there, Dreyer. And then, like all good hookers, gets around the back, but the set was so much better than that first one in the midfield. And then eventually it just splinters off, and over Dreyer goes for the opening score of the game.
Set up by this man Peters with a really good touch finder from the penalty. Kick, and you can see how the wind is just holding that ball up. That conversion is unsuccessful, so the scores remain Paarl Gim 5, Monument 0.
Yeah, just from the other side now, good take by Dreyer, but it's all in that timing of when he's supporting players, the front row mainly, get in there, bind on him, and start that drive as soon as he hits the deck. It's almost impossible to stop.
In with a very high kick again under pressure. Is Gim. Ball gone backward, deemed the referee. So in comes Burden. Pops it out again to a few of the forwards. Just rolled round. And still they're driving forward. Has the ball been lost? Referee again happy with it. Peters stepping off his right now, cutting to the left hand side. Now he's under pressure, ran into some real traffic on that side. Still inside the 22, Paarl Gim. See the box kick here, there it is. Hanging in the air. Oh, that's a good take, but then he just fell to the ground there. Van der Walt still there for Monument. No one really wide, so they're going to opt to put this in the air. Now then, that's gone high into the air. It's got us a bounce, but the referee blows his whistle. Not treating the 10 or offside. So penalty again, going the way of Paarl Gim.
Yeah, there's no excuse for that penalty either. It was a great opportunity for Monument. You'd see that ball went in the air, and the back three of Gim started panicking immediately, just because that wind is blowing it all over the place. Let down by their forwards there, Monument. They've got to make the effort to get back. The old DuPont law as it used to be, you can stand there. Now you have to physically make the effort. There's the first one. It's a great take from Van der Walt. I'm not sure he needs to jump, to be honest, but not let off the floor. I suppose he hits the deck of his own accord, so allowed to get over it. Monnas did well to actually recycle the ball, but then another cheap penalty given away.
He's being very lenient here on Gim again, giving him a second chance at this line out. There it is, good take, Turner. Quick ball out the back, here it goes to Potgieter. Here with a good run, eventually brought down midway between the 22 and the try line. Now they're following around again. Still there for Gim. Hard work there, forwards trying to get in there, Burden. Out he comes again, yeah, to the right winger. Kleinhardt, he's going to pop in. Oh, was that simple. Johan Kleinhardt with a good try in the end. He had a lot of work to do. The tackling of Monument, he spoke about that at the start. They have to be on top notch to stop this Paarl Gim side.
Yeah, I saw the reaction of Dean Hartman, the second row, the Monnas second row after that. He was not a happy boy after watching that tackling, or lack of tackling, on Kleinhardt. It's a great finish, and I don't want to take anything away from him, but he shouldn't be getting through that. Very simple try for Paarl Gymnasium.
You can see if you give Burden, Peters time on the ball. We haven't even spoken about Marcus Miller as such yet as an attacking force. Just got to watch yourself here. Monument good kick. That is a good kick. 2 points is added using the win and judging it to perfection.
Yeah, great nudge here. It all comes from a platform well built by those 2 second rows. Dreyer and Turner doing a lot of great work at the moment. Missed pass there from Muller. He misses Muller, sorry, onto Badenhorst. Yeah, clean hands. He does well. I'm going to give him credit. It's a great finish. Good footwork. But Monument should be bringing that one to a standstill.
2 missed tackles that led to that try as well, lying him in. Another good restart there, taking play inside the 22 of Gim, and back they come here again. But that is much better from a tackling point of view, defensive point of view. Decided not to hold him up. In they go, trying to compete there at the breakdown. Goes out to the left-hand side. Do they get it? Well, referee blows on his whistle. So here is a chance for Monument to maybe use this chance and really launch an attack and get some points on the board.
Yeah, they're bang up for this Monument, but now high fives all around. Let's get in, let's concentrate. Let's get this scrum sorted because the first 2 have not gone their way. So brilliant work to force this. And they're not going to get in this position too often, I wouldn't have thought. So let's make the most of it now.
Well, just looking at the lineup here, Jason Hubert is right on the touchline on the right-hand side. For the rest of them, they're all here on the left of the scrum. He's Gayan going to be the man that they're going to feed this ball to as a first receiver. Standing beyond the 10 there of Viljoen, but I think, got a feeling here, Annie, they might just get in the 12 and just try and set up a platform, get the forwards round again.
Yeah, it's going to have a little discussion, maybe a little change of plan now. They are in the most orthodox of formations. Very flat is this Monument attacking line. I think we might see one skip in front of the centres. That's much better from Monument.
Yeah, now it goes to Gayan as well at first receiver. Just need to set it up, round the forwards come. Can he get the ball up, Bernardi? Pops it out to the big Pretorius. He tries to get going forward there. Bernardi again pops it now out to Ernst. Ernst staying on his feet well there. Just 2 meters short of the line. Viljoen pops it out there to the quick feet of Van Lochenberg, but he's dragged down as well by this defensive line here of Paarl Gim. Now they're up to go to the right again. A few of the big men coming in, trying to bury their way forward. Not many defenders there at the breakdown for Gim. Now Bernardi, he made a run out of ideas there, but he managed to keep hold of the ball. So somebody else needs to tidy up behind that little rock. Hartman, he's at the back there. Will he take and go? Still they're foraging forward on the 5 meter line. I think this will just stay with the forward pack. Referee, I think with his arm out, coming in from the side, he says, now then, free play. Bernardi opts to go to the right. But that's going to be knocked on, but now they're going to come back for the penalty right in front of the sticks.
Yeah, got a bit static there. A couple of times Monument actually had quick ball. They could have shifted it to the wider channels a bit quicker, but they decided to sort of almost win the ruck twice and then pick up and go again. But they're going to take the 3 points, but it's an interesting conversation point at the moment is this scrum. I know they won the last one, but with Yannick Duplessis as your scrum coach, you'd hope that anything wrong could be made right fairly soon. But it is an area that Monument are really struggling in. I know they won that one, but it was twisting and turning again, and it certainly wasn't the sort of platform that they can attack from. But they have come away with some points though, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, 12 points to 3 now to Paarl Gymnasium over Monument. Viljoen with the 3 points, and just need to be a little bit more decisive.
Is that try again from earlier from Kleinhans? That was the big carry going down the middle.
Well,
Jean Dreyer and Michael Turner, we can assure you, did some great work leading up to that.
It was Marcus Muller with the restart, and that is a good touch finder there by Anthony Viljoen, taking play just beyond the 10 meter line. And the assistant referee says no, that can't be taken quickly. So it's going to be a line out here to Gim. maybe that 3 points might just give them a little bit of confidence.
Here's the penalty there. You see in the side, on this near side. I think a bit late to the party was Van der Westhuizen. Viljoen's tar very much. And a knock on at line out time again. Monnas have got 20 minutes, to use this wind. It's picking up.
No, it's not dying, is it?
No, definitely
it's not
not.
letting up. If you had to get your top, then we know we're in trouble.
If an Englishman's getting his top out,
well, scrum here.
we know it's cold.
What do you reckon, Andy? Just to play the territorial game, kick it behind the 11 there of Gim. It's a little bit of real estate there. He's not deep at all.
I would prefer to hit this closer to the line and kick down the middle of the field. Make it difficult, especially now that left winger's just come up flat.
Viljoen now on the wraparound. Now the ball comes out here to the left winger, Gimnasium, and he's bundled into touch. Yeah, just closest, actually below us here. He's a tall left winger. Hopefully we'll see if he's got some gas about him as well. I just feel they missed the opportunity there, but they want to run with ball in hand. This is what we've seen throughout this tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we've said it a few times now. This is a big pitch here at Paarl Gym as Kleinhan grabs his man. And unfortunately, Monnas just knocked that on for them.
Well, now that he's starting to play with a little bit more pace here, as Barker goes into the midfield there, brought down as well. Burden, quick ball, and into the hands of Whitehead. Now then, where's the support and runners? He's still holding ball, taking play inside the 22 of Monument. Which way they're going to go? Up to go to the left hand side. Excellent covering defense there from Monument, keeping them on that 22. But back they still come. Gim on the attack. Burden in the hands of Peters. Oh, and that goes awry. Now the ball's in the hands of the big left winger, Gimnasium. The referee blows on his whistle, no advantage gained. But what we are seeing here is what we didn't see the other night. A few unforced errors from Gim.
Yeah, great break from Whitehead. He's kind of almost got to slow down when he's gone through that. I think it was Dreyer that got up with him, but he ended up just sort of almost sandwiching themselves together and not being able to offload. If Whitehead can just slow down for half a second there, he could be potentially allowing Dreyer to pick a better line, not closing the gap and picking him off. Picking holes a little bit, but brilliant work from Whitehead again. Just needed to finish it off.
He's deep in the pocket here, he's Viljoen. So that's going to allow him the freedom just to boot that downtown. Oh, that is touched. And yet again, another error by Gim in this early stages here in this first half.
Interesting to see that. I've got a feeling that was passed back into the 22. So if that had been left by Badenhorst, well, we'd be 50 metres the other way, but maybe he wasn't to know that from his position. And this wind is going to cause all sorts of problems for fullback. So Monnas tails up after 18 minutes. They've had some rocky patches, but they're still very much in this game.
Well, what can they do from this line out here? Firstly, you've got to find your jumper. Again, referee blows on his whistle. You were talking about the resets of the scrum. Looks like we're having the same for these lineouts. Everybody getting a second chance.
Yeah, he's just stipulating the rules there. It's such a grey area of players coming out and coming back in, and the players joining from all over the place. I get they're trying to make it as clever as possible to trick your opponent, but the referee's got to be sure that they are part of the line out.
That has gone not straight,
and that's exactly what he said. Two men came out, and then we're going to re-hit that line out. So, yeah. That doesn't quite work.
Well, the man, the Stadio player of the day on day one, bot hitter with another darting run in the hand of Peters. He booms it up into the air. Viljoen underneath it. Oh, it's a great take. Excellent take by Burden. But the referee blows on his whistle and back they come into the half. Not 10. He says, didn't retreat, he says. So a penalty, and he's going straight to the post.
I pointed there just before the referee did. definitely the right decision. You've got to build points when you've got the chance. Viljoen struck his first one beautifully as the lights come on at Paarl Gym. Monument will be happy with this first 20 minutes. Yes, they've conceded try, but let's take into consideration who they're playing and the score they put on the other night. If Viljoen knocks this over, they're within a score. And I don't think there's many people here who thought that would be the case after 20 minutes of this game. So credit to the boys in white.
Well, he's got the distance. Well, that has gone past the right hand upright. So chance gone, but I think that's probably a mental note for him. Do not concede any penalties because Monument might just go for the post.
It's one of those though, isn't it? He's missed it, but he's hit it from 40 metres. The wind's against him, so it's kind of a shot to nothing anyway. Him has still got to exit.
This ball is coming straight to Gayan, and he's on a run. Oh, he is a strong inside centre. He's laid the platform here for them. Bernardi, Roberts pops it up there to Pretorius. He's lost the ball. Now a chance for him with a few men here on the right hand side, and again he's knocked it on. And yet again another little error going the way of Paarl Gim.
Look at the energy of this Monument pack every time there's a mistake. And I want to focus on this scrum now. Let's see if there is a realistic platform to be built. As this ball, Monument at first, fantastic rip there. As that Cilliers in there with his hands. And then again, it's one of those, the ball's been passed before he's even caught it in his head. Now Vincent Roberts at the back, number 8. That's a much better set from Monument and a much better platform.
Had to go to the right hand side for Viljoen. Out it pops. Esgenis, the left winger, all the way on that side now, but he is well taken. Has he been kept up? Oh, referee said he's still held up. Now then, ball's turned over to Gim. Burden pops it out here. Oh, that's a good line there. Run. Has he kept the ball?
He's lost it.
Oh, he's lost it. And now it's a chance here for Tiangwa. Pops it out here. Esgenis back on his left wing. He's putting in some work early days here in this game. Bernardi. Again in the hands there of Roberts. He's a big man. But he's taken down powerfully by this Paarl Gim. And has it been turned over? No, it's not, because Bernardi is looking for the ball. Pops it up there to the quick feet of Van Lochenberg. He breaks one tackle. Referee says yes. That was well contested, and the ball's back with Gim, and this game is going back and forward a little bit here. Now then, what a break that is. Excellent run by Badenhorst. Gets inside the half here of Monument. Burden, as always there, referee with an advantage play. It's going to be a penalty going the way here of Paarl Gim, so it's a little bit of a free play. Picked up there by Barker. He pops it up to the left-hand side. Oh, and Barker ran round yet again. That ball has been knocked on.
Well, I think a bit of leniency for Monument there, but what a turnover from Quinton Potgieter, and then it's on. Badenhorst should look to his outside, to his right here. Kleinhans is free, but he slips and goes down. Then surely now the penalty's given for coming in the side. I'm not sure that the advantage was as long as it possibly should have been there for a penalty. But Ethan Barker with a nice little run around. He'll be upset with himself that he dropped that ball anyway. But that turnover from Quinton Potgieter was textbook.
Well, the other question is, was that enough advantage gained? We've seen referees call back play that's continued for much longer than what just have there. However, Monument with the scrum. You can see a little bit cold as the blazers are on. Arms are full, the blazers are closed up.
Cheer up, gents, it may never happen.
Well, again, he's sitting deep here for Viljoen. He Won't be able to kick it out directly here from the scrum.
Roberts is going to have to dig this out. He can't. Another penalty at scrum time for Monument. I think for me, Vincent Roberts needs to just loosen his bind, get that ball in, get his hand on it, and get out. He's big enough to make yards, and I think they need to have that discussion. You're not gonna drive this Gim front row off this ball. So quick, get your hand in there, pick it up, and get out.
Well, we saw what happened the last time Gim was on the 5-meter line with a line out. It's going to be press the repeat button here. Turner with a catch. There is the maul. Now, obstruction, says the referee. Penalty goes to Monument, and they are happy again. And a chance here for Viljoen, really to boot this downtown, but he has to find his touch. It's important to find your touch. Don't try and look for distance too much.
We love to give the referee stick, but I love it when that penalty is given. You know, the catchers, they drop down. He's gone for the banana kick, and it's a beauty. When they, just to carry that on, when the catchers come down, and they just block you off from trying to clear out. Here, watch this. Turner, great catch. There, you see that's the hat of John Dreyer, number 5. You see the way he turns his back into Monument. They then can't make the hit, which means there's no contest. Well done, Shalwin Darry's referee. That's a great call.
What do I know about going for distance? What a kick that was. But it's been turned over here from the line out, and how's this for a run? That's again that man, Potgieter, is it? Yes, goes into the half. Again playing and leading from the front. Referee again blows the whistle, but that is all thanks due to Potgieter, the big number 8. And again, with sterling work.
Nah, Potgieter's starting to grow into this game now. We've had the turnover, we've had the carry. If anyone's got a good memory, they'll remember the Morris Schoeman 7s last year in the final and the home ground. Potgieter, he got a hat-trick in the final. And he just dominated with pace and power that day. And if he paces and power in 7s, you know you're going to bring it at number 8.
It just looks like he's brimming with confidence after that day 1 of this NMI Toyota Noord Suid Rugby Tournament. And again, not the cleanest of balls at line-out time, but they keep managing to hold the ball. Here's another attacking platform for them. So Lears pops it. He's still going forward. Still there for Burden. Comes out here to the right-hand side. Barker. Oh, the little chicken pass there to Van Zyl. Can he get there? Yes, he can. Excellent play yet again from Paarl Gim, and that man again, Ethan Barker. He's been prominent so far, the inside center. Lots been talked about Marcus Miller, but Ethan Barker, and then offloading with a little bit of a chicken pass, and over he went. The number 7 there, Van Zyl.
Yeah, you know you're in a good spot when your 12 can come in and step at 10. That first receiver and work a little bit of magic like that. He actually took his time. He took the ball fairly static and then just bang. That first couple of steps drew 2 men in, and a lovely offload out the right. Van Zyl, good power from him as well, manages to stay on his feet and get over for the try.
Peters to see if he can add the 2 points, just drifting past the left upright. So score's going to remain 17 to Gim, 3 to Monument. There's been a lot of good stuff from Monument, but Gim just showing how good they are, especially in these facets.
Bernard's distribution has been great. You see there, he just stops, waits. He gets through there too easy, soft shoulders, and Van Zyl does the rest. But in the red zone, taking their chances.
Every time. Well, just over 6 minutes still to go here in the first half. It's all been Gim so far. Let's not forget, they're playing, as somebody told me, uphill and into the wind. The kickstart, the restarts have been really good from Viljoen, allowing his players to get underneath it. And again, the ball bouncing. And just eludes the point you made right at the start. get this ball in the air, let the breeze do what it needs to do, and that unsettles teams as well.
Absolutely. You think you got an easy catch, and all of a sudden the ball stops wobbling in the air because of the wind. Self-doubt creeps in very quickly.
Well, Turner again with a great grab in the line-out yet again, and the maul being set here by Paarl Gim, and there's the box kick. I think that has gone in to touch directly. So a little bit of a mini victory there for Monument.
Yeah, I think they should look at this scoreboard now and look at this time and say, right, 4.5 minutes, whatever happens, we come away with something in our pockets here.
At the back he goes there, good catch there by Van der Westhuizen. Viljoen, flat pass, oh! A little bit of a big hit there in midfield. Have they kept the ball? Yes, they have. Bernardi, Van der Westhuizen again on the wraparound, looking for work. They're going to switch it now to the right-hand side. There is Roberts. Oh, he's been well looked after. Massive hit by Turner on him. Is it still there for Bernardi? Looking for it, searching for it. Pops it up. Viljoen steps off his left, then his right. Marcus Miller rips that off. And the referee has deemed that was tackle ball.
Yeah, there was more than 2 in the tackle. And there was at least 2 in the tackle.
So penalty going the way of Monument, and immediately saying they want to get some points.
I wouldn't mind seeing a replay of that. Whether his knees were on the floor in the first place is the point that I think we're getting at. But I thought that was a good rip from Muller. A chance to put some more points on the board for Monnas. And Viljoen. Just a point on Vincent Roberts. Big man. Size of him, he's got to get lower as he carries the ball. You saw that tackle from Turner. He was right underneath him, drove him up into the sky. Height-wise, fairly similar. Turner's probably got a bit on him, but weight-wise, Vincent Roberts shouldn't be getting picked up like that.
There's a kick. Oh, what a slot that is. Straight between the middle of those posts by Anthony Viljoen, and the 3 points is added. All the points going to that number 10 there of Monument.
Right, here comes the penalty now. Viljoen comes inside. Muller's made the tackle. Oh, that's, I would say, very lucky for Monument, and they've got a nice 3 points out of it.
Straight in the hands of the big Vincent Roberts there, as he takes play outside the 22. Popped up there too for Lini. Cannot kick this out. He instead kicked this high into the sky here in Stellenbosch. And again, the referee blows for a penalty. We've seen this already 3 times in this game so far.
It's quite mad, isn't it? Is Viljoen not chasing quick enough, or is it them not getting back quick enough? It's, the referees are hot on it, that's for sure.
Well, probably about 7 meters out this time. Come with the line out. There goes Turner. There's the maul set. Referee is happy with that. He's lost it. He's lost it forward. A little bit of a knock on, and look at those men in white there. They're quite happy. They're really disruptive at line-out time.
See, Jandre Echlers is on the field, number 23 for Monument. Try and work out who he's come on for. I think it's Taslim Gian who's gone off.
That is him. That is off, yeah. Gian. This is important scrum, though, for Monument. With time running out in the first half here. There he is. Quick pick up by Robertson. What a run that is. Excellent run by Ellis. Taking play just short of the 22-meter line. Bernardi now pops it out to Viljoen. Well, he has got a big right boot on him, and that's an excellent clearance.
These players have got to stop listening to me. Vincent Roberts, Vincent Roberts, exactly what you need to do, my man. And he rightfully gets a little low 5 this time from Echlers, but It's his responsibility to take the pressure off that scrum. If he doesn't make it back to him, that's a different story. But when it's there, he's got to take responsibility for it. And he did there. That was superb work. And now he's making tackles in the midfield. Good couple of minutes for Roberts.
Oh, good line run there by Whitehead. Coming in on the angle. Still there for Burden. Pops it up. Oh, he's lost it, has he? Oh, referee blows on his whistle again. An unforced error. And I think the coaching staff of Paarl Gim will not be happy about the amount of turnovers they have got against them in terms of the ball being knocked on. But the referee has blown on his whistle. And this one, well, it's not a runaway train. It is Paarl Gim 17, Monument holding their own here on 6. And we're looking forward to a very intriguing and exciting second half.
Some serious work-ons going into this second half.
Well, that is hung in the air straight to that man Vincent Roberts. And a lot's going to depend on the big number 8 for Monument to really carry the ball well for Monument. Again, Viljoen back there. That is kicked in. A little bit of a cross kick. That's a very good kick. Which way is this ball going to bounce? In the hands of Khanis. Brilliant stuff there from Monument early on in the second half. And again, they have managed to hold the ball. Somebody needs to act as the 9 there. He's one of the big men and he goes up, trying to get play beyond the halfway line. This is an excellent start from Monument on the front foot. There is the big man coming through. Bianca. He's going for. They're trying to compete at the breakdown. Bernardi, Viljoen bombs it in the air yet again. Who's going to get up for it? Excellent take. Oh, tackles flying in. Just missed him there, and he's done well to hold the ball and keep control of it for him. Peters. He's looking for real estate. That's a good kick, but well grab there on the left wing in the hands of Van der Walt. Now he's going to decide to put this up. Just a little bit of a chip. Well, that has gone the side of Gim, and here they go. Potgieter. Well, he's been prominent. He's still on his feet, taking play inside the 22-year of Monument. Getting Gim back on the front foot. Out it comes. Quick ball there. Baardenhorst. He tries to go through a little bit of a gap. Burden. Potgieter yet again. Just everywhere at the minute. Hard in the hand. I think that was Cilliers. Burden. Peters. There's Marcus Miller. There is Marcus Miller. You cannot keep him quiet all the time. And he eludes one tackle, then the next, and over he pops for the first score in the second half.
Yeah, great work from the two men that are being mentioned so much this season. Potgieter sets it all off. What a couple of carries from him down the middle. Marcus Muller just picks that line beautifully. It's the one he always runs. Here it comes wide, he comes short on it, he comes straight on it, he's flat. It's 5 points. You don't stop him from there. We've seen it so many times. We saw it in the green shirt of South Africa at the end of last season, and we've seen it so many times this season already.
You said Peter Rousseau looked a figure walking off there. I think he wasn't happy with the display, and immediately the Gim boys, they are saying, listen, we need to up our own performance, and they've done that early on in the second half. These are 2 points out at simple enough.
And what was the key to it? Multiple phases. They kept the ball alive. He's got an injury down here, so let's have another look at this. Lovely first ball out, but there's that hard straight line. He just backs himself to beat the first man on every occasion, and he does so there. Unfortunately, it looks like Tian Beneke, his day is run as he jumps on the golf cart of terror. There's never a good sign if someone's getting taken off like that. We wish him well.
Yeah, just holding his knee. It was a good start. It was a good initial kick from Viljoen, the cross kick. And Khanis did really well, but then it was a turnover ball, and that all she wrote after that.
Yeah, they actually caught him napping because Baardenhorst was so far back. I think probably just a habit from the first half, and realised how strong the wind was. And it dropped in no man's land. So, yeah, good chase by Giannis, though.
Well, that ball bounces again. The restarts haven't been good from Gim in terms of retrieving the ball or catching the ball, but they've managed to hold the ball here and control it. Burden with a box kick, looks like. There it is. And the referee blows yet again. And again, I count that as 4 times, Andy, that has been penalised by the referee for both sides.
Yeah, I think this time it was crossing by the looks of it. You know, you've got to get out of the way and give people a clean run, but kick for goal is the call here from Monument. But yeah, the referee is a bit of obstruction when he was kicking out. I think he's blocked the person trying to block, if that makes sense. Monnas didn't get a chance to have a clear run at the kicker.
Well, in that huddle there, looking at Dreyer, just having a discussion with his players. Potgieter involved there as well. They're really trying to up themselves here. But here we have at number 10, Viljoen. See if he can add 3 more points for Monument.
Monument have to chase this kick. With this wind, anything can happen.
Well, if you got a kicker like Viljoen who can pop it through the sticks. I said, Andy, what do you mean chase it, mate? We back our man. Well, 3 points added. Gim now leads by 24 points to 9.
I trust him, I don't trust South African weather. This is the restart. Again, just hung in the breeze slightly, and at the last minute Turner couldn't quite make his ground. And here you see they're blocking. There, number 2, Charles Whitehead. What, me, sir? No, sir.
Oh, the restart.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, that's a big hit. But there goes Badenhorst on a run. Tackled by Roberts. Now somebody needs to go and pick the ball up. Here he comes again, Burden. Pops it up there to Van Zyl. He's got support as well, trying to push him forward as well. Burden again with quick ball. Peters, Barker. Well, he's well grabbed, and now it's in the hand there of Marcus Miller. Got to keep him and keep a good eye on him. Opting to go here to the left-hand side. Ball has been lost, but the referee's seen an infringement for that offside play. So penalty right in front of 6, quickly taken there by Burden again. Finds himself a meter or 2 short. So Lear's going to mop up. Pops it out there to Van der Westhuizen. Is he over? The referee's just going to have a word with his assistant referee. As he crossed the line. The try is going to be given. In fact, it is the big number 4, Miguel Turner, that gets the try. Well deserved. He's had a great game so far.
Yeah, that second row partnership, Dreyer and Turner, looks like a very, very positive one indeed. Got the line out licked, and now they're adding try scoring to their resume.
I made mention about that tree at the back there. Saunders, Badenhorst and Kleinans. With ball in hand, they are very, very dangerous. Elusive runners, quick feet. Peters adds a 2 points as well, and the lead gets stretched.
Yeah, it started with a quick tap and go from Burden. He actually almost isolated himself. His forwards managed to dig himself out of trouble, and then it was just a case of numbers to the left. And Turner it is, gets on that soft shoulder of Vincent Roberts. And yeah, even after a conversation between the ref and his AR, it's definitely a try.
Well, that was well taken by Van Zyl from the restart again. Burden shaping for the box kick. Now what's the chase is like? It is Hetman Turner trying to get there as well as Barker. Ball went backwards, now it's popped up there by Van der Westhuizen, but they're playing inside their own half here. So it looks like Viljoen just tidying things up. Bernardi, he shapes for the box kick again forward, but into the hands of these dangerous men, and here they come yet again. Badenhorst, he pops it out here to the left winger. Saunders, a little bit static, but then he foraged forward again with the help of some of his forwards. Burden, Potgieter. Well, he's being very, very prominent. Penalty advantage here to Gim. So it's a free play. Out it goes Barker. Quick hands. Out it goes to the right hand, the right wing off Kleinhans. He pops it to the inside. Looks like advantage is over, and Viljoen comes away with it for Monument. Penalty going the way of Monument. That was again enterprising play by the back line here of Gim. But Monument have managed to sort of curtail that. It's great work there by Viljoen, the number 10 for Monument.
Yeah, I think he's well advised there just to take a second. We're taking this as Bruce Martins has joined the fray, number 18 there with the white scrum cap for Monument. Just walking through your screen there.
From this line-out, are we going to see a maul? Looking at number 23 Ehlers finding himself again there, but as well contested by Gim. Ball has been lost. So Gim will have the ball here. Burden. Peters lost the ball, so they're going to come back for the first infringement at line-out time. That's no advantage gain. Scrum down, Gim's ball.
Yeah, Gim have taken it by the scruff of the neck in this second half. 22-point lead. I don't think you'll see Monument taking 3 points anymore if they get a penalty down at this end. They're playing catch-up big time now.
I was about to ask you about that, Andy. Is it a case in point that Monument saw what happened on day one and they just want to get as many points as they possibly can against a well-drilled, very good Paarl Gim side?
I just think at the beginning, I was surprised they went for the third one, but the beginning was definitely a case of getting points on the board. You know, Gim didn't have a good first half, so keep the pressure up, put some points on the board, and see where it takes you. Try and stay in touch.
This one will be reset. Referee not happy. Moving around there, as always, with the men in front.
Vincent Roberts, number 8, giving the front row some advice, obviously.
including Bernardi there, smallest man, saying to the big fellas, listen, keep the discipline, think about it. Will Peters just bombed us up in the air. There it goes. Barker trying to get there. As well contested. Still they're playing on. It looks like that's Van Wyk. Managed to hold the ball. Bernardi. Good work, good hands there by Roberts, passing it on, but as well seen there by Paarl Gim. Still there for Monument. Viljoen on the right back. I think that was touched. It doesn't matter, it's in the hands here of Badenhorst, and here he goes again with those silky feet of his. Always eludes the first defender. Quick ball needed. Out it comes. Dreyer, the other second rower, having a good game as well. Badenhorst finds himself at first receiver again. Quick hands. Barker. Saliers or Whitehead, apologies, with a good run there on the right hand side. Now they're cutting in. This is excellent from Gim as play goes inside the 22 yet again of Monument. Try scorer Turner. He's still going on. Referee in a very good position. Has it been turned over? No, it hasn't. Burden. Potgieter. Roberts tries to bring him down. Eventually he does. Quick ball out. That's a good line being run there. That is Saliers with a good run forward. Ball goes loose. Picked up again. This is great continuity of play by Paarl Gim. They're switching it out to the right hand side. Still they move forward. Burden. In the hands there of Van der Westhuizen. Still they go to the right hand side. Barker. Peters. Well tackled there by Van Lochenberg for Monument. Which way they're going to go? Pops it out here to the left hand side. John Dreyer again prominent with ball in hand. This is excellent. Better carrying it through the phases. Potgieter yet again going forward. Taking play 2 meters short. Marcus Miller pops out an easy pass out to the left. Yeah, and it is the right winger that finds himself there, Johan Kleinhans. But the referee has deemed that pass to have gone forward. What play that was. Much better going through the phases. Good patience shown by Gim. Just that final pass going forward.
It was exactly what we said at half-time, wasn't it? They're not going through enough phases. Therefore, Monument's defensive structure can stay intact. But here's the final pass from Muller. He actually holds it back. He does the old double pump. Dummy. Well, the linesman's right in line with it. So we're going to say that he's got a better view than we have.
The AR.
Or
the AR.
The 5 metre line isn't straight.
Well, Roberts picked it up at the back of the scrum again. He's made some ground going forward. Again, a good run there by Ellis. A little bit early. Viljoen's going to put this on his right peg. He's going to try and find the touchline. Has he found the touchline? No, he hasn't. He's found Saunders. Saunders pops it inside to Barnes, who gets it back. Saunders, he goes for a little bit of a chip. This ball's going to bounce. Oh, excellent work there by Viljoen, and he kicks it forward again. But here they come yet again, straight in the hands of Kleinhans. Gets past his first tackler, taking play back into the 22. Now then, men with pace running onto the ball. Oh, how do you stop that? How do you stop that? And how do you stop Marcus Miller? He was quiet in the first half. He has come alight in the second.
The back 5 of this Paarl Gim pack have grabbed this game and gone, no. Enough of this nonsense from the first half. Kleinhans, he's quick, he takes it up. Watch the clear up from Muller. Bang, out he goes. In comes Van Sale. Stays alive, keeps it up. How quick was Marcus Muller to get off the floor from that clear out, back up, and he's the first man. He takes it. There's some things you can't coach. Hard work being one of them. And that is just hard work and graft from Muller to get back on his feet and take that back off Van Sale. But Dreyer, Turner, Van Sale, Van der Vestes and Potgieter have been brutal in the first 15 minutes of this second half.
Peters with a kick. Oh, everything is just turning roses here for Paarl Gim. 2 points is added. 38 points to 9. They have simply been good in the second half.
There's Kleinhans. He's been getting more ball in this second half. There's the clear out from Muller. He just turns around. I'll tell you what, pop it up to me. I'll score again. Cheers. But he did the donkey work as well. The clear out was pretty impressive. As we see Logan Hughes come on the field for Monnas. His bright white shirt under these lights. You're going to have some tackling to do, my man. That's another great take, isn't it?
Excellent take. Excellent take there. Again, setting up nicely here for the box kick again from Burden. It goes up in the end. We've seen a lot of kicking and certainly putting a man under pressure just like that. Just like that. And that ball has been lost forward. You spoke about it and we both spoke about the kicking options, and it seemed like Gim are using the kicking options very well here in the second half with a breeze at the back.
Yeah, that was just a case, unfortunately, for Van der Walt for taking his eye off the ball last minute. It was a fairly easy catch, to be honest. Just watch there. He just looks to his left. He wants to see where Viljoen is. And he leaves the ball behind. He started moving before he caught it. This is going to be an interesting. Marcus Muller right behind the scrum.
Picked up there by Potgieter, Fiesberg, and now Peters. Oh, that's a good run there in the midfield. Setting up another passage of play. Oh dear, right in front of the referee. Penalty conceded by Monument.
Yeah, pretty obvious from Roberts there. I think if it had been near the 22, he might have been in a bit more trouble than that.
But those harsh words, potential harsh words that were spoken at halftime by the Paarl Gim coaching staff has certainly energized and lifted this Paarl Gim side in the second half.
Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? Roberts can see it's got some daylight on the ball, but it's nowhere near out. It might not be near the tackled man, but it's certainly to the side of him, not at the hindmost feet.
It's what you like to do, get your hand in the cookie jar there. You can see it, the jar's open. Can I have one? Unfortunately, you can't do that in front of the referee.
I can't believe you've just done me like that. He was first at those milk tarts earlier, Mr. Molian.
No comment, no one saw that.
Anyway, back to business. Daniel Smith has come on the field for Monnas as we see Richard Ernst limping off. He needs some repairs. But I tell you what, Gymnasium will be wanting to get this ball in and get going again ASAP.
It just looked like he's getting cramp in that calf as well. It's been a very hectic and tough few days here. Referee
again it's that out and in, such a grey area. It's difficult. It is difficult because I see that, you know, people are trying to try different things so that they can win clean ball. For Liunis is a free kick, so he can't get a touch.
I'll just opting to look for territory. Drives this ball into the 22 of Paarl Gim, but we know what we're going to get. But Badenhorst decides, no, let's just boot this ball downtown again. Oh, look at that for a catch and a pirouette potential into the hands of Viljoen again. Now he sends it up in the air. Van der Walt trying to make up for what has happened before he crashes the ball. What a chase by Van der Walt. He's going to go under the post. That's what you get for Endeavour. Brilliant stuff by the 15. He ran after it, tried to put the man under pressure, got the bounce of the ball his way, and over he pops for the first try for Monument.
I'll tell you now, the cleverest part of this try was Van der Walt jumping, knowing that he couldn't catch it. He just got in the eye line. I think it was Badenhorst, we'll see on the replay. But he jumps, he knows he can't get there, but he's doing nothing illegal. He just jumps in the air and gets in the eye line of the fullback. He loses sight of it, and then after that, the bounce was seriously cool to him. And under the post he went, but Viljoen taking his time, just letting his team have a breather. He knows he's going to knock it over.
Well, he might have knocked the ball early on, but he's more than made up for that with the strike.
Yeah, watch this. He just jumps. He knows he can't get it. It's actually Peters who got a bit bedazzled by what was going on there. And then after that, Van der Walt, and a beautiful bounce of a rugby ball straight up into his hands. Clever work.
38 points to 14, still to Paarl Gim. But Monument will really take that with them as well. That try against Paarl Gim. Marcus Miller puts it up into the air. That ball's going to bounce as well. Well, there's that man again, Turner. Trying to get it. There it is. Well, this ball's been turned over. Now here they come. Men are plenty on this side. Burden with a little bit of a run. Van Zyl trying to make a run forward again, but that ball has been knocked on. And yet again, we see in the bounce of this ball, especially at the restart, causing teams problems.
Yeah, they've not dealt with it well at all. We haven't seen very many clean exits at all today. And if you were to split a few hairs on this Paarl Gymnasium overall performance, that would definitely be one of them. To a degree you can blame the wind. That wind has since died down. These mountains do cause some strange 20 or 30 minutes. It does seem to have died down now.
Well, how's that for a scrum? But quickly from Roberts at the back, following the advice there of Andy Daniel. This is set up something for Monument to clear their lines. And the right peg of Viljoen. It's been good. The number 10 for Monument. Just relieve some pressure.
He has indeed. And Logan Hughes, number 20, is on the field as well for Monument. See a few warming up for Paarl Gim finally. Mikhail Boyce is one of them down below. I think he'll be coming on at number 9 for Burden.
Well, Potgieter running onto the ball with pace. Always putting Gim on the front foot again. Burden. Saliers pops it out there to Whitehead. Can he get there? Yes, he can. The Burley hooker goes and scores under the post. Excellent work. Again, well set up by Potgieter. And then from there, men running onto the ball with pace.
Potgieter was first, then Van Sale was involved. And then there's just a big, wide gap. The new man on, Hughes, gets detached from Van Lokkerenberg. And like a little steam train. Whitehead picks up some pace and dives over. Birding getting the congratulations of his headmaster below us. He's heavily involved, obviously, with the rugby program at Paarl Gim.
I think he was early. As we see this conversion through the post, it goes 2 points out at 45. Now at 16. I think he was at the netball as well, so he's well involved with the sports program.
Absolutely. Here we go again. You see there's the detachment. Van Lokkerenberg's so wide of Logan Hughes and Eckler's. He just had to waltz through that.
10 minutes to go in this, the second half of this NMI Toyota Noord Suid Rugby Tournament held here at Paarl Gimnasium here in Stellenbosch. Be under the lights here as Viljoen restarts matters, taking play right into the 22 of Gim. That is a good kick again. Van der Walt underneath it. That was much better. Pops it up there to Viljoen, who changes direction and kicks it out there to the left-hand side. That's a good kick, keeping Gim close to their half or inside their half as best he can.
Yeah, if he'd have got a little bit more momentum on that kick, we could have been looking at a 50-22 from Viljoen. He's actually kicked very well today, out of hand. He's caused problems from this back three of Paarl Gim. There's that man Turner again, so good in the line out today. Him and Dreyer, but Turner's just grown into this game.
Boyce now on the field, pops it out there. It's that Barker again with a good run over that vantage line. He goes again, referee with his arm out. That's a great kick. That's an excellent kick for Marcus Miller. Here he goes. Is it going to be a hat-trick of tries? Easy and simple as you like. Excellent work, enterprising play from Paarl Gim, and the number 13 gets a hat-trick.
It's just ridiculous, the pace and the balance of the man that you can see on screen. Firstly, beautiful little kick over from Peters. Nice bounce, of course, but then it's all about confidence, backing yourself and having the gas. As a winger, a fullback and a scrum half that he has just left for dead. And another hat-trick for Marcus Muller. I get that people wax lyrical. I get that people want to find these guys and build them up every year and try and create these characters that are going to take on the world. Muller's got the lot, hasn't he? I don't think he doesn't deserve. He deserves every bit of credit that he gets. You see here the balance. He's just one of those natural runners who arcs around and doesn't lose pace while he's doing it. And that's a heck of a finish, it really is.
Always looking for work, always on the attack. Well, finding words, well, trying to find more words for him. Turner, he has come off. He's had a good game. Potgieter has also been replaced by Gim. Boys, pops it out there. Peters sees a gap and chicken pass it to Barker, and there he is, Miller again. Boudenos on the outside. Oh, this is just champagne. Rugby at his best, pops it inside. This is brilliant, brilliant rugby on any level, let alone school level. And Paarl Gim are really turning it on here.
Wow, I mean, we haven't had time to take breath to talk about the Super Sports Schools app and clipping clips up in there. But if you don't clip that one up, Mr. Badenhorst, then there's something wrong. That was genuine class, top class rugby. I mean, the replay of that could start a minute from the try behind. Peters, he's just found the touch on his little right foot, hasn't he? The touches here and there. But the pass, the way he took that pass and just flicked it inside for Badenhorst. Unbelievable. And Gim are starting to run riot and put on a show. as are the mountains in the background, turning pink, putting on a show with the clouds. There's no clouds on this performance from Paarl Gim. That was a special, special try.
Yeah, that it was.
Here we go, quick hands. Muller obviously involved. Here's Badenhorst, he flicks it on. He flicks it on, he doesn't take it himself, it's actually Kleinhans who flicks it back inside. Badenhorst. A deserved try for him. He's made a lot of meters today.
Well, we've got to start thinking about the NMI Toyota player of the match, and there's several men that we can really look at. That second row of Turner, Dreyer, they've been excellent. Potgieter with the unbelievable run. I mean, Burden with his distribution. Peters with his attacking foray. Well, Badenhorst had a storming game as well. It's just been all-round good performance by Paarl Gim today. Ponder on that for a little bit as a Monument that goes on the front foot here, and it's Hannes. He's been working tirelessly as well for Monument. On it comes there by Bernardi. Cutting on the inside there was Ellers. Bernardi again. Can Monument potentially have the final say on this game as Hughes goes on a little bit of a run? Bernardi looking for men. Coming on with pace, but he runs into a door that is bolted shut by Gim. Still trying to play with some enterprise here. The men from Krugersdorp. Popped up there to Greyling. He's dragged down. Paarl Gim don't want to concede any more points. You can bet yourself on that. Again, keeping that door closed, but the referee's blown for a penalty infringement, offside play. Quick tap by Bernardi. Trying to get them on the front foot. Van der Westhuizen just 5 meters short now. There he is, Van Lochenberg. Now he finds himself 5 meters short, or a meter short, I should say. Men going in are plenty there. They're right under the post of Paarl Gim. Again, a pick up and drive. That time it was Martens. Has he gone over? No, it's so short. Still there for Monument, is it? Referee moving around to see what's the best angle. Now he's going to blow on the whistle, held up. And they're going to come back for a scrum.
You're right, it is time to start thinking about this as we see one of those definite contenders. Turner, come on. We're having an argument in the commentary box. I might have to pull rank at some point. Eugene Molian.
Well, while you ponder on that, the other man that had a brilliant game, Dreyer, he's going to be replaced as well. Just a few replacements going on there. Well, Andy Daniel has and ponders and reflects on a game that Paarl Gim have really dominated, and they've played really well in the second half.
I'm actually going to stick to my guns here. Devan Peters has had a fantastic game. He's pulled all the strings, he's kicked well, but he's had the ball on a plate. Now, for me, I want to look at who's changed this game in the second half. Potgieter is one of them. Andre van Sale is definitely one of them as well. But for me, that second row and the ball from the line out and then the work and then the try, for me, Michael Turner is going to be our NMI Toyota man of the match. What a shift that boy has put into today. I feel that him and Dreyer, but mainly Turner, have literally, excuse the pun, turned this game on its head. They took it by the scruff. They're the game changers, but Turner is the one that stood out for me, and he took his try beautifully.
Good, powerful scrum, but out it comes here. Here's Viljoen. Can he have the final say? Bernardi. Roberts runs around the back, but again, he's tackled and pushed back, and they've lost a little bit of ground, but still there for Monument. Goes out there to the left-hand side. Greyling again with the run. Bernardi, Viljoen. Oh, that's a good line, but he is also tackled. And again, they lost ground. Not the best of passes that time by Bernardi, but it's a good pickup though, and still trying to get momentum going forward. School from Monument, from Krugersdorp. They've lost that ball. Here comes Boyce. Now, there's a few men that haven't been on the field. That's another good run, the big man. Taking play up to the halfway line. Boys, few men, maybe in offside position, but Gim playing on. Potgieter is back on the field. Pops it out to Louis Kuhn. Boys. Out it goes again, Barker. Fires it out there to the right winger. Change of direction. Well, they are just playing enterprising stuff now, as it is Forges going with the run, but now Louis Kuhn with the pass. Couldn't find Barker. Eventually, the referee with a loud blow on his whistle. Going to be a penalty going the way here of Paarl Gim. I think they'll just try and find some territory first. I have to agree with you just on Turner. I think he was maybe the brightest spark in that first half, where Gim were maybe a little bit disjointed. They weren't getting any fluency, but that man stuck to his guns and he really performed well, and he carried that into the second half. He was good under the high ball, and as you said, got the reward of that try. That's a good kick. And again, Gim will be just outside the 22 year of Monument with time that has run out.
Yeah, we see Liam Kuhn come on the field. He's the third generation, of course, after Liam. He played in the Under-20 World Cup last year, and obviously his father, Louis Kuhn, who's still very much involved with rugby. He played at the 2003 World Cup. And we'll continue that line of family name in the famous shirt of Paarl Gymnasium, as all three have done now for the first team.
This has been chalk and cheese, the performance from Paarl Gymnasium from first half to second. They've picked up the pace, the intensity has increased, the way they run onto the ball with pace, and yes, you might say they've had the breeze on their backs, which has subsided a great deal since the start of this game. I think just the way they've gone forward, their handling, their continuity of play. We spoke about their going through phases that might have not been there because they lost the ball at crucial stages, to maybe continue those phases going forward, and they've really upped it in the second half, and it's really good to see from the side.
Well, all the stats at half time were telling us that they were playing well, but only for one or two phases. Now they've gone through the phases and started to open this defence up. That's where they've got the reward. So it was a small fix for them, to be honest, in all honesty.
Forges, what a good run forward. Pops up there to the Huda. Boys. Oh, Turner! Has he put the cherry on top of what has been a magnificent performance for the big second rower as he gets his second try, to the delight of Andy Daniel.
Does that settle the argument now? I've definitely won it. There he is, the NMI Toyota man of the match. He wasn't just icing, he put a big fat cherry on there as well. And a well-deserved man of the match. 2 tries for a second row. Absolutely superb. But the tries are just the icing and the cherry on the cake. It's his performance, everything you'd want from a second row. Brilliant in the line-out, enforcer when he's needed to be. He's done the hard work, and his reward is the 2 tries.
Peters with the 2 points. And that will be that. Paarl Gim winning this one at a canter in the second half. 66 points to 16. And this is the final stages of that move.
De Goede, nice carry. But who comes around the corner wanting it more, clapping his hands, screaming his head off? Of course, it's Turner. Look at that sight there. Nothing more beautiful than it. Massive tool, the tallest man on the field, second row, coming around the corner and scoring under the pink skies of Stellenbosch. It's been a great game, but like you said, game of 2 halves, eh? They really did struggle to get momentum in the first half, but once they started going through the phases, it all became very easy for them.
Yeah, definitely did. Can't keep them out. I think there were harsh words or hard words spoken by the coaching staff there at halftime, and that performance just really improved. Not just 50%, I think it's just improved by 80, even 100%, because they managed to carry the ball well. Men like Marcus Miller became more prominent in the moves as well. I think we've got to mention as well Ethan Barker, who's had a good game at inside centre as well for Paarl Gim. They were good at Burden and Peters, that connection as well. They were awesome. I think way Burden distributed the ball to forwards and back really got them on the front foot, and that really got him in a commanding position. We're going to go down to the man down on the ground for a little bit of an interview.
We missed him on Saturday because he was way too fast. He was too fast for the opposition as well after having an incredible game against New Hillville. Our Stadio player of the match for Saturday, Grey College fullback Lamlam Jadezi. Please collect your check to Bercy from Stadio. Well done. Jivan, please hand over your check. Have a nice big smile, man of the match. Hat-trick on the weekend. That's a big smile. Do you know what you're going to study yet? Have you decided?
Most probably law. Yeah, so I like arguing and all that stuff, so most probably law, yeah. Probably law.
So your coaches agree with you that law is perfect for you after winning this prize. You can go argue in the course because you're fantastic on the weekend. How are you feeling for tomorrow? It's another big game.
Yeah, nervous, but I know we've been working hard during the off season, through all our games, and yeah, I was just really pumped up to play against JP, so yeah.
I mean, obviously people are labelling it the revenge game, but for you guys, just another Tuesday afternoon, right?
Yeah, it's just another Tuesday afternoon, another big game, so just take it as game for game, yeah.
Awesome, thanks. Enjoy. Good luck tomorrow, and hopefully we hope to see you there. But good luck, all the best. As we have our man of the match coming through here, a massive game here for Michael Turner. Michael, our man of the match, Enemal Turner, man of the match. Well done. Very, very good game today. I mean, after that big win on Friday, what is the motivation? What is the message from the coaches to keep you guys motivated?
So our main thing today was to be consistent. We want to have a good season. We want to stay consistent through the entire, not just one game there and then the other game here. We want to stay consistent through the whole season. That was the main thing today.
What makes the start so special? I think you guys obviously a bit of a slow start today, but they didn't stop you. You guys kept going, still got the momentum, but your pack also was absolutely awesome. Tell me a bit more about this team.
Yeah, kudos to the Monument team. They came from the blocks. They were really tough in the opening 20 minutes, but we just stayed consistent, of course. But I'm really proud of the boys, of the entire team, and I'm looking forward to a great season.
Time to rest now for a bit.
Yes, yeah. Enjoy the vacation. Enjoy
the vacation, Michael. Well played. There's our man of the match as we go to the last game of the day, the big clash as Paarl Boys takes on a massive Afi side. It's going to be a big game, but up to Sport and all bros up there in the commentary box.